Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Mondays with Meeks in 2021. We're excited to have you guys with us today. Welcome. My name is Chris Meeks. I'm the director of the Financial Aid Office here at ENMU-Roswell. We are currently in technically in an emergency protocol for COVID-19 based on recommendations from the state of New Mexico. So we are recording remotely this week, recording from home. Hope you guys had a great new year, a great break. But today is the first day of the spring 21 semester. Um, Hopefully you guys are signed up, registered, ready to go. If not, it's not too late to contact the advising center. Ad drop will be going on through the end of this week. So we're excited about that, excited to get going. Want to give you a couple of quick financial aid updates. Before the break, we sent out tons of emails and letters regarding standings for different academic progresses, various scholarships that you guys might have had. So a lot of you did really well. Some of you had a little bit of a rough semester, and we want to let you know that we have appeal processes in place for people who may have had a rough semester due to COVID or other mitigating circumstances. We have appeals for the lottery scholarship, the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship, as well as general federal and state financial aid. You can find all of the appeal forms online on the financial aid homepage at roswell.enmu.edu. So if we can help you, let us know. Like I said, we are working remotely with some very minimal office hours. The call volume has been crazy, which is good news, but it also means that we're working as hard as we can to respond to all of your phone calls, voicemails, emails. So, keep them coming, and we'll keep doing our best to respond and get information out to you guys. That being said, we've got a pretty exciting guest for this week's episode. We're going to have Devin Stroman. He's the Interim Assistant Vice President for Student Affairs. We're going to talk to him about student affairs, the direction it's in right now, and the direction that it's going to be going. It's going to be the first interview of an assistant vice president that we're going to do. We're going to do several interviews with AVPs throughout the semester and into the summer. So we're excited to have that different perspective on the comings and goings of the university. I do want to let you guys know next Monday, the 18th, the institution will be closed in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. No classes, campus will be entirely closed. We will resume operation on Tuesday, the 19th. So exciting stuff going on. However we can help, let us know. And we're excited to just, get back started with you guys. I do want to give a shout out to Kyler Bird. He's our recruiter and all things production-wise for Mondays with Meeks. Awesome new intro for what we're calling season 2. We're hoping to bring you guys some exciting content this semester and give you a lot of good tidbits, good information, and hopefully some pretty entertaining takes of me and some different program areas, kind of just trying things out. So welcome. We're excited to have you guys. Good luck this semester. Anything we can do to help from a financial aid standpoint or a student affairs standpoint, let us know, and we'll look forward to talking to you guys. All right, guys, so we're excited this week. We're here with the Interim Assistant Vice President for Student Affairs, Devin Stroman, and he's going to be the first Assistant Vice President that we sit down with throughout the semester going into the summer. We're excited to sort of start this episode and kind of bring a different perspective to some of the things going on campus. So Devin, we want to say welcome. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Chris. Huge fan of the show.
Yeah, man, we're excited. Thank you. Season 2, I guess, if this thing is going in seasons, we're pretty excited. We seem to have a pretty good viewership. We're pretty excited about that. Hey, we're going to kind of just jump right in. And if you wouldn't mind, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your background, and kind of how you came to be in this position at ENMU-Roswell?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I graduated from Western New Mexico University in Silver City, New Mexico, where I was a student athlete, a tennis player. Shout out to the Mustangs. Upon graduation, I was in a little bit of a slump. I got my bachelor's degree in elementary education, and I truly enjoyed the process, but I found out quickly that the classroom setting wasn't necessarily for me. I knew I could make more of a significant impact in a different environment in education. And at that time, my wife worked in housing and introduced me to her boss, and now a great mentor and brother of mine, Dr. Isaac Brundage, who is currently the vice president of student affairs and enrollment management at WNMU, who saw that passion and potential in me as a young professional and hired me as a recruiter for the university. And that's where I got my start. And throughout the process there, I had some great experiences as a recruiter. Met a lot of great people. I really built that foundation for love of education and higher education, to be more specific. And when I was behind that recruitment table, talking to students, relating to their struggles, influencing the idea of opportunity and success, I felt like I was making a positive difference in their lives. And to be honest, it was an addicting feeling to me. And then, within the next few years of working in admissions and recruitment, I had the opportunity to take a leadership position here at Eastern New Mexico University in Roswell as the director of the One Stop Student Services Center. And now, being interim AVP of Student Affairs, it's funny thinking about it now. As I've been transitioning to new leadership opportunities, I still make it a point to have direct student interaction on a regular basis. I think it's necessary to carry that compassion for student interaction everywhere I go. I truly enjoy it.
That's awesome. So I want to also say welcome to our second guest on today's episode, your cat, making a cameo up there. It's awesome. So, you know, so you mentioned you were a student athlete. Do you've been in Roswell for a little bit. Do you still play tennis?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I try to play tennis at least every Saturday. Great community here in Roswell. My time here so far has been amazing. My family and I love the community, love the students we serve, and it's been great.
That's awesome. Good to hear. I've never played tennis before, and since you were a college athlete, I'm pretty sure I'd beat you fairly easily. So that may be maybe a special episode of Mondays with Meeks. So, kind of moving on, thanks for telling us about your background and kind of how you ended up here. Would you mind telling us a little bit about, your experiences and your background as it relates specifically to student success?
Yes. Well, my background is in higher education, is in admissions, recruitment, and advising services. I spent a lot of time working, researching, understanding different ways of how to support student success within student services. And, I became fascinated with the idea of teaching students the game, as I like to say, of higher education. And when I say the game, I'm referring more to strategies, right? What types of classes to take, what scholarships to fill out, understanding the difference between, and you'll appreciate this, a Pell Grant and a loan, the right people to talk to at the right time. And just various of that is I think very important. Those are essential entities that students need to understand to be successful. And it's up to us as higher education professionals to teach and guide them to that success. And as an institution, more specifically at Eastern New Mexico University in Roswell, I believe we're fortunate to have such a great and talented group of professionals working for our students. And it makes working enjoyable and exciting.
Right.
And
go ahead.
Go ahead, sir.
So I was just going to kind of mention, something that I've heard sort of throughout some of the things that you mentioned is that you had a mentor early on in your career to kind of jumpstart yours. And it sounds like that's an important thing for you to carry forward is mentorship and mentoring. Would you say that's kind of a fair assessment?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, and with my experiences working in HSIs, Hispanic serving institutions, working with non-traditional and first generation students, I began to understand that college should not be treated as an independent journey, but a positive and supportive experience for our students with mentorship.
Okay.
And again, with my experiences in student services and the experience that I've gained in working with our talented trio program and adult education team on campus, I believe even more so now that by developing a culture that allows accessibility to students so they can reach equitable outcomes in higher education, and by again mentoring and helping build that foundation of progression and positive growth, student success will follow shortly.
Okay.
And again, that's why I'm in this business. Mentoring and guiding is my passion, and I truly believe that education should not be outside the reach of anybody.
Right, definitely. I mean, that goes hand in hand with probably all of our mission and student affairs. I would say financially, it's kind of one of those things that goes along with that. We want to, make sure everyone has the opportunity to attend college.
Definitely.
So kind of talking about that and talking about different departments, would you mind sort of giving some examples of some processes that are in place on the student affairs side that does help with student success?
Yeah, that's a great question, Chris. One of the many processes that come to my mind right now is our academic and student services combined forces to implement a student support system called Early Alert.
Okay.
And Early Alert is a system that allows instructors to directly communicate with advisors, with our advisors, regarding a multitude of student topics, right? Connections with tutoring services, financial support. And this is to advocate student support. This has helped with communication all around and has proven to be most effective as it relates to student success. So it's something that we're really excited about. And one other thing I wanted to mention on this topic is I think with our most recent institutional transition of combining, the academic and student services under one umbrella, it has developed a collaborative culture on campus. And I've really enjoyed the leadership and I've learned a lot from my peers on the academic side of the house. Shout out to Miss Anne Marie Oldfield for leading this vision of student success, and our AVPs for their experience in leadership and growth. I've learned a lot, and I look forward to learning even more.
That's awesome. Yeah, I will say from our standpoint, it has been a pretty cool change. There's been a lot more communication back and forth on the academic side of the house and the student affairs side of the house with this recent change. So I agree, it's been a lot of fun. So kind of, we've talked about the past and how you got here. We talked about what are some things going on right now. So I guess that only leaves one direction to go, right? Can you tell us about sort of your vision or what are some exciting things kind of coming down the pipeline for the future of student affairs?
Okay, yeah, that's another great question, Chris. And I wouldn't, necessarily say my change. This is definitely a team collaboration, and I can say that we as a team are constantly assessing ourselves and using what we find in those assessments to make positive changes. We aren't afraid of trying new things to support student success. We are currently evaluating not only our processes internally, but our overall customer service, right? So while COVID has presented some challenges for us, it actually has allowed us to become more flexible and adaptable moving forward. So having to move quickly on shifting the way we serve students has made us better professionals and has improved our teamwork. And you know what, we're excited to use that growth moving forward.
That's awesome. I'll say I'm kind of right there with you on the having to be adaptable and flexible and make changes on the fly. It has been challenging, but it has been rewarding too, to be able to figure it out and actually have those successful connections with students. Um, is there any last minute comments or last minute thoughts that you kind of want to share? I'm excited. Registration's happening right now, and so. We know that's going on. Ad drop will be through the rest of this week. So we're excited for students. But is there anything you kind of want to leave us with or any last minute thoughts?
You know, just some again, you know, giving these questions some thought. It just makes me more excited for the future. Again, working with great professionals and really focusing on that student experience and student success. You know, for me personally, I know I'm in the right place to make a difference, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. You know, and if the students are out here watching, Eastern New Mexico University in Roswell is a great place to start, and there's the right people in the right places to make a difference in your lives. So if you need anything from me, I'm always available, and I look forward to working with you.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for spending some time with us. We look forward to a great semester. I wanna say that spring should be an exciting time for us, and we just look forward to see what the future holds.
All right, Chris, thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Devin.
All right.